What's up, everybody? Monday morning, 5 a.m. Are you getting up? Or are you being a little bitch and staying in those sheets? What are you doing? Are you getting some coffee, drinking some water, stretching, getting ready for the day? Or are you just sitting in your bed saying 5 more minutes? What are you doing? All right, well, welcome back, Latin Wealth Club. Let me just remind you guys to pay the fee. The fee is quite simple, has nothing to do with money. Just share this with a friend, cousin, relative, sibling, parent, someone that's like-minded.
Your dog. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, tell your French bulldog. Oh no, you know what? Tell Fuladillas or whatever his name is. Peluchin.
Snowball.
You know what I'm saying? Tell your little Chihuahua, your little, tell them about us. Tell them, hey, go check out Latin Wealth Club. But with that being said, this is your host MP and behind the scenes.
KZ.
And today we're going to talk about money. Right? It's crazy, right? As Hispanics, as Latinos, Mexicanos, Salvadoreños, Guatemaltecos, Puerto Ricanos, Cubanos, whatever you are, we never talk about money. And is it because we're taught that? I don't know. Izzy, what do you think? Are we taught not to talk about money? Is money like a bad thing to talk about? Is it evil?
In our culture, it almost is, man.
And why would you say that?
Well, for me, growing up, for sure, it's a topic that nobody really talks about. It's more kind of like, you keep that behind the scenes in front of the family. Even if you're having money issues or even if it's going well for you, it's not really something that you bring
mention.
up. Yeah, and especially in front of other family members that even if you're doing better, might not be doing so well. You just don't want to bring that up because, some people do get very, very upset by that.
Do you believe that not talking about money is a problem?
No, I don't. It makes me a little sad, especially in our community, because a lot of that knowledge is kept locked up and just inside of people's heads when we can just be giving that to each other for free, man.
So you're saying like maybe not sharing this information is actually holding us down?
Oh yeah,
as a community.
Oh yeah, dude. It's sad because like for me anyway, on my experience, like I said, we don't really talk about money, especially at family events. So that knowledge that, maybe my cousin might have that could help out my Theo or whatever will never be passed on because, well, it's not really nice to talk about money.
Do you believe it's because some people are embarrassed?
Yeah.
Of their financial situation?
Sure. Maybe they have debt. Maybe they just made some bad investments, whatever it is. But the whole point is to learn from that, right? And to be able to move on and move on to the next best thing that's going to help you out instead of hurt you. So
I want you to answer this at the end of the podcast, but how do you think we could potentially become more open in talking about money?
Okay.
Maybe have that linger around your head for a bit.
Sure.
And then, maybe give us an answer at the end of the podcast. I'll state what I think too. But with that being said, look, bro, I think money's a game. I think money is nothing less and nothing more than a sport. I believe that, just like Monopoly, just like baseball, just like basketball, hockey, any type of sport, any type of board game, any, like chess, you can become a master of those things if you work hard on it, right? The more practice you put into it, the more practice of understanding those things, you will become the LeBron James of that, whatever that is, right? Because as we know right now, LeBron James is one of the greatest players still alive, right? And it's still in the game. So when you become a master of it, it becomes easy to get, right? It becomes simple. Everything becomes more clear. There's no longer questioning or misunderstanding of things, right? Now, I would say in the game of money, you can't hate money. You can't hate money. And I believe you cannot hate money because if you hate money, you will never get money. It's pretty simple, right? And in our community, we do hear money is the root of all evil. Que es malo. Ser ambicioso al dinero. It's bad to be ambitious for money, right? It's bad to love money, right? They see it as an evil thing, right? Or que te dicen, el dinero no paga la felicidad, no compra la felicidad. Money doesn't buy you happiness. And I disagree with that. I believe it does. Because money would relieve me of stress. And without stress, I would be happy. So technically, money doesn't buy happiness. Would you agree or disagree with that statement, AZ?
Yeah, I agree. Of course. I mean, who wouldn't be happier with $100,000 in their pocket right now?
Yeah.
Everybody has money stress. I mean, that's just part of life. It seems like. So, it's kind of dumb to say. That's why I don't really like that saying either.
Yeah.
Because yes, sure. I mean, I understand. I think I understand the
Concept.
full concept of it.
Yeah.
But saying that almost kind of throws people off. Oh, don't chase money.
Yeah, and I feel like then money doesn't become important.
Yeah.
And then all they do is complain about their life and try to become comfortable with their situation. Try to make the best out of life, and it's like you're playing with crumbs.
Mm-hmm. Which is great. I mean, you have to do best with what you have, of course, right? But I mean, the goal should definitely be to level up and move up.
Yeah, get the whole pie, not the crumbs. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And I also believe, in the game of money, it's a simple doubles game. For example, if you get 1, learn how to get 2, learn how to get 4, learn how to get 8, learn how to get 16, learn how to get 32. I believe that money is simply a doubles game, right? And if you see it that way, and if you see it that way in mostly in the world of investments, it becomes pretty simple on how to get to $1 million. Or $100,000. I will say, when you do get to $100,000, I was in the same boat. I never seen that money. I was like, when I got there, I was like, oh my God, this is a tremendous amount of money. And then you start looking at real life prices, and you come to realize that $100,000 ain't shit. It ain't nothing. So when you do get to those type of points, you got to remember that it's a doubles game. You got to continue. You got to keep going. You got to make sure that it's never ending, that the money is cycling and working for you, right? And that's what we're talking about in the Bull Room. So if you haven't checked out the Bull Room, we're already on episode number 3. So make sure to go check that out. Episode number 4 will be coming out this Thursday. Just so you guys can, stay tuned. And I think another thing with the money game that, our community doesn't understand, AZ, is leveraging it, right? I believe that people really, really misunderstand leveraging, right? It's like if you have $1 million in a bank, it is so easy, just like I said, going back to the doubles game, to double that by leveraging. Would you agree?
Yep.
Now, people don't realize that if you have $1 million in a bank, I sure as hell don't, but if you do have $1 million in a bank, it's so much easier for you to walk into that bank and say, hey, can I get a loan for another $1 million? Now, you just doubled your money. Yes, you're going to owe that money back, but if you're smart, you leverage that money into an investment vehicle like stocks that pay dividends and provide passive income, or real estate that's going to supply you with positive cash flow after expenses, putting money back in your pocket and growing your net worth from $1 million to $2 million and deleting that debt. You see, this is what people don't understand about money, is that once you do double money, it becomes easier to double money by leveraging. It's that simple. Okay? Look, pretty much all I'm saying is don't hate money, understand how to leverage money, and master making money. And you master that by starting your side hustles, focusing on your business, focusing on your job, and your investment vehicles. So as long as you can master the art of making money, all you have to do is not hate money and learn how to leverage money. That's a simple 1, 2, 3 of the money game. Would you agree, AZ?
Yeah. Make money work for you instead of you working for money.
Oh, yeah, bro. Make every single dollar you make into an employee.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, bro, dude, we're already at day 35 today, and then when you guys see this podcast, it'll be day 36 of the Latin Wealth Club Challenge. Dude, it's crazy. I think my progress, I'm even surprised at my progress, bro. I'm kind of scared. I'm like, I don't even know who I'm going to be on day 60 anymore. I thought I was going to be the person I am right now. But it seems like, right, and I do want to mention this too, when it comes to money, making money and doubling money, and even with all your goals, sometimes you become such a high achiever that you're overlapping your expectations. See, I expected to be this big on day 60. I didn't expect this to be day 34. I'm looking this massive. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you realize that when you focus on a goal so much, you overlap your expectations. Or let's say your goal is so low that you already reached that goal halfway through. And I believe that that's when the little bitch voice comes in. You see, on day 34, I'm looking good. Boom. You know, I'm flexing. You guys see it on Instagram. You guys see my progress. I'm looking good. My little bitch voice is telling me, hey, man, you look good. Let's take a little break. Take a day off. Let's go out and eat. Let's go drink. You know, because then you're like, I'm already, dude, I was expecting this day 6. I could stop right now. But here's the thing. When you have momentum, you got to keep that momentum. And the thing is that you promised yourself that you weren't going to stop until day 60. So it doesn't matter if you look like what you would expect it to look like on day 60. You made a promise to yourself. Are you going to be a fucking coward or are you going to be a fucking winner? Let that sink in. Are you going to be a fucking coward little bitch or are you going to be a winner on day 60? Because that little bitch voice I know is telling you, damn, I look good. Let me take a little break. But once you take that little break, you're allowing the little bitch voice to take control and in that driver's seat of your body, of your mind, of your decision making, and of your mental toughness. I'm just letting you know, man. I'm just letting you know. Any final thoughts, AZ? Anything you want to add on? Anything you want to say, bro?
No, man. I think you covered it, man.
Yeah.
You look great, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Yeah. But did you learn a little bit about the money game? Something new? Anything new?
Of course, man. Yeah, it's always a nice refresher to hear, all the little the steps, bro. Those steps that you laid out, I think, is a perfect way to do it. I think one key thing just to remember is just make sure that you always have money working for you. Figure out different ways to be able to use your money to your advantage. And most people think that just a Roth IRA is going to get you to $1 million. Maybe it will. There's a high possibility that it's not going to be enough by the end because there's a limit. So if you're in a position to be able to max that out and then use some extra money to do some side stuff, bro, that's where you're going to make money work for you. 2
things not to do though before I leave. Don't FOMO, right? If you hear about an investment opportunity, do not FOMO. Yeah. FOMO means fear of missing out. Just because the stock's going up doesn't mean when you buy it's going to keep going up, okay? Absolutely. So don't FOMO. And 2, don't be impulsive to buy shit. Think about stuff, right? Don't be impulsive to leverage your money without a plan. Make sure you're planning. Make sure you're strategizing. Make sure you're doing your proper research before you even think about leveraging money. But just simple rules. Just saying, you guys could either take it or leave it. With that being said, stay dedicated, stay motivated, all money in, no money out, and we'll see you on the next one. Play the outro, easy. Need your teaching, let your vision be your guide. But if your money be your leader, then your power